Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Welcome to Kitchen Dough with Mary and Heather. I'm Mary Goulet.
And I'm Heather Ryder. Cottage food is a potentially huge industry. If you think about how many people are just now getting started, and because the laws are just now are catching up to the demand for people want local.
Yes. And what's really cool, when the local entrepreneurial market is thriving, everybody just feels like all boats rise.
Yes. Local economies are the backbone of the national economy, right?
Right.
And when families feel safe and secure financially and people are happy in the work that they do, it is just a good thing for all. So welcome to Kitchen Dough. We want you to go over to kitchendough.com and sign up for the newsletter. It's a free newsletter, and that will just give you updates, and we'll send you to the archives and the links and where you can hear your fellow cottage foodies talk about their businesses, their hopes, their dreams, their struggles, and what's working for them, so that you can maybe shorten your learning curve and figure out what works for them might work for you.
Well, and also creative ideas.
Yes.
You know, maybe because now you kind of have to do everything, you know, get your social media out there so people know what you're doing. Maybe you're on Instagram with your product, and then you're letting people in your neighborhood know.
And that's why Pinterest is so popular, because people love creativity.
Yes, they do.
And they love to see other people's creativity. They like to hear about other people's creativity. It inspires their own creative side, because creativity just doesn't happen in a box.
Right, and we need your voice to share what you're doing.
Your creative process.
Because we like to hear the stories, and people love stories.
Oh, and send us your pictures. Like I would love to post your pictures of your products. And
yes,
I love that.
That's a great idea. We can post them on our Kitchen Dough Instagram.
That would be a good idea. Yes,
and
then
give
on
you
our
attribution and Facebook, and say, hey, this is who reached out to us, sign up for our newsletter, called into our show.
Yes, because all that creativity inspires more creativity and gives other people ideas, and then all that good stuff comes right back to you, right?
Yep.
Okay, it is a big market size too out there. Like, if you don't think you're not going to find enough people to buy your goods, think again, because there is a market for you.
Now, in a good way, I'm trying to position this. When you're at a farmer's market, you have repeat people. But you
regulars, yes.
You're regulars. But then you have all new people.
Yes.
Probably 80% are new.
Yes, that have never seen, or maybe they just, because a farmer's market, if you go to a farmer's market, you kind of know what you like, and you go right to there and you buy, and then you kind of peruse and see.
What else is going on.
And so the more you see somebody, maybe somebody has to walk by 20 times before they actually say, oh, I think I'm going to try that. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah. So having regulars is great. And it reminds me when you go to, because you work at UCSD 1 day a week with the students.
Yeah, they call me Auntie Heather.
That's so cool.
I love that.
But they place orders with you?
Yes. Well, sometimes because the market goes from like 10 to 2. And some of their classes go till 2 o'clock, and they don't get out in time. So I'll get like little text messages. Auntie Heather, will you save me a malasada and regular sugar with guava?
Yeah.
Of course I will do that. And I think also, again, it's that human connection. So the students are at UCSD, they're away from home. They're on their own, living in dorms. And so this community little market is nice because it brings them out, and they then go and we're people, like I'm a mom. I have a son in a UC. I have 3 kids in colleges. So I get where they are, and so we talk about their classes. We talk about, it's just that human connection. Again, that's what is so good about food. Food is just a great way to connect with people. And that's why I think so many people are attracted to the cottage food industry. And there are a lot of people attracted to the cottage food industry.
Plus, it gets you out of the house doing something.
Yes.
You know, it's just as great for you as it is for the people buying your product.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. Sometimes it is gets me out of the house for a very long day.
Yes.
But I'll tell you, I sleep like a baby at night.
Yeah, right?
Oh my
Exhausted.
goodness. Okay, the market size here, 320 million people in the United States. So there are, in LA County, let me just look at this real quick. So if you're thinking that you want to do this, you're not alone. There are other people. In Los Angeles County, let's see, there's 10 million people. In LA County, there are more than 700 approved Class A and B cottage food operations. And this was from I think the latest
2018?
statistics on this was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But so 700 people in LA County. So you're not alone. There are other people doing this. So reaching out there, and also that's a lot of people that live in, so the competition is also not that great.
Right. The flip side.
So, you see what I'm saying? Like, you're not alone in doing this. There are a lot of other people out there doing cottage food businesses, but they also have a huge market in LA County.
Yeah.
Same thing with other counties. I mean, it's all just, relative. I don't know. Just
And join some of
start.
these Facebook groups within your town or state, because they're already a few steps ahead of you on regulations and requirements and which foods are approved and which ones are prohibited.
And do you know what I'm also amazed by? Just to that point where you're saying, when you go on and you post, like in the creating your California cottage food business, when people go on and post, people help.
They do.
They answer questions.
Yes.
They shorten your learning curve. So coming together and creating cottage food community wherever you live in whatever town you're in, if you start your own little cottage food group, tell us about it. If you listen to this show and you have a cottage, it doesn't matter if there's you and a friend. If there's just two of you, that's a little cottage food community. If there's 20 of you, if
Right.
there's like Bonnie's group, nearly 3,600 of them, cottage food people coming together in a community.
Right.
Tell us about your community. We want to hear. What's that number again?
866-977-2346.
So that's the number to call when we are live doing the show.
And we'll post on our Facebook and on Bonnie's Facebook when we're going to for sure be live and accepting calls.
Yes, we'll be a lot better about that because we do want to hear about. So we want to hear definitely about your business. We want to, like we said, we definitely also want to hear about the communities that you're creating. So please, please, please tell us about that.
Yeah. And we're going to be pushing out an ebook. We're trying to finish it up. And that's going to be a great resource. We'll be having links in there to send you other reports and the state maps, the states.
Yes.
I always call them the maps. It's the states. And lots of inspiration, motivation, and your stories. So when we hear your story, you could end up in our ebook.
So I'll tell you the story about how I got started
Okay.
with the Manuela Malasada.
I'll put you in the ebook.
You will?
Yeah.
So we were on a family vacation in Hawaii. And I know that I've told you this story. I don't know if I've told this story on the show before. So anyway, here it goes. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it like really short in a Reader's Digest version. So when I was just getting started, how I just got started was we were on vacation in Hawaii with the family, and we were driving past this trailer that was parked on the side of the road in Puako on the Big Island of Hawaii. And outside was a sign that said Malasadas. And I had never even heard the word Malasadas before. So we decided that we would stop for Malasadas. And turns out that the gal who actually owned the trailer, the Malasada trailer, her name was Candy Miranda, and she happened to be in the trailer just that day. She had on the side of her trailer was a UCLA mom sticker. So we started talking about kids in college, and her daughter is a Division I softball player at UCLA. My son played water polo at UC Davis. We started talking about kids in sports and college, and we just made this connection. So again, here we are making a connection over food. People making connection over food. So we started then talking about her business, and I kind of peeked up into her trailer to see how it was how she was doing it. And we started talking about being a mom and then also being an entrepreneur and starting businesses. And we just made this connection. And I said, whenever you're ready to take this to the mainland, you just let me know. She made the malasadas, handed them back to me with her phone number, and said, give me a call. Before we left the island, I called her. We sat down over coffee. We went over kind of the numbers and what made sense. And I got home. I started doing my research. So that might be the stage that you're in, is just doing the research. And I made the first step. And so here I am a year later. I am running a full malasada business. I'm in farmers markets. I could be working every day. I'm making money, but it's all on my terms. I don't work every day doing the malasada business because it's just too tiring for me. So I've kind of tailored it around my lifestyle. And that's what I love about this cottage food business too for other people. Even though I'm operating out of a shared kitchen, I'm still creating my own lifestyle around food and around business.
So it's possible.
It is possible.
And it's doable and it's not daunting, especially when you have us. Okay? You're listening to Kitchen Dough. We will be right back.
Thank you. By listening, you help prove that content marketing works. You need to engage your customers. We provide the solution. Contact Wade at WSRadio.com or call 866 WS Radio.